the microphone is not covering Wyatt's face this time, so I think we're good to
You
go.
got this pretty face to look at.
He was just a mystery guest last time.
Mystery guest.
Welcome back to the Braapaholic podcast, episode 40, I think, maybe 41. I should actually just look this up before I keep going, but
yeah, we never prepare for this.
We just go off a whim here. We're not prepared at all. I literally set this up 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
And here we are.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I'm still getting our situation set up. I still want to extend our podcasting station a little bit off to the side here, so when we have more guests here, we have enough space. But yeah. So what's going on, Wyatt?
Well, been doing some wheeling and dealing.
Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, we on the last one, we were gonna do an apex swap.
Yes.
And I'm kind of glad that didn't work out as well as we were thinking. The ones we were looking at sold, and we started looking at nitros, the 3 cylinders.
So we should backtrack a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So if you didn't listen to the last podcast, we were planning on putting an engine swap of
and
some sort
my Razor
into
Turbo,
your Razor XP Turbo chassis.
I blew up.
Yeah, he blew it up. So we were kind of somewhat joking last time, but not really. But it was just talk. But the talks was to put a Yamaha Apex engine into the Razor,
Which is a 4-cylinder.
It's a 4-cylinder. It's the Yamaha Genesis engine. It's the family name.
Genesis 150, I think.
It's the same. Yes, I think so. It's basically the same engine that they put in their crotch rockets, and I mean they use it in these snowmobiles.
Yeah, they use it in a lot of things.
Mainly the crotch rocket though is kind of the big one they put it in.
Yep.
And so we did a lot of looking for the last. Has it been a month and a half?
Yeah, probably close to 2 months.
2 months. A lot of looking. We should have bought one. A while ago, if that's what we were going to go with, because all of a sudden the snow started coming down, prices went up.
Yeah, they cranked the prices up.
But I'll let you take off after that.
So yeah, the prices jacked up, and the one I was eyeballing was actually in Luther, which is where I live. But I ended up messaging the guy a week too late, and he ended up selling it. There's no big deal, we kind of roll with the punches. That's just what we do. And so Jesse has been trying to sell this quad for a couple months now, and just not really ideal time to sell a quad.
It's my Polaris. It's an 04 Polaris Predator 500. I bought it wrecked, fix it up. The plan was just to ride it and then sell it, make some money on it. And of course, I always do this stuff at the end of riding season every time.
Every single time.
Every time. So yeah, I've just been trying to sell it. Of course, it's end of season. No takers.
So
not a big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal. He's just gonna keep it and he's gonna paint the frame and make it cool.
I was gonna make it actually look way better, and I was gonna put the timber sled kit on it that I made, and it's a makeshift one. I was gonna actually fix it up.
The rat sled for the OG listeners.
Yep, the OG listeners. You guys know what I'm talking about.
But anyway, so that he had that for sale, and we started looking at. He's like, well, why don't we look at the nitro? It's a 3-cylinder. It makes a little less horsepower, which I'm actually okay with because I have a heavy foot. I tend to break shit. So a little less horsepower, but it still revs out to like 11,000, 12,000 RPM.
Yep.
So
it's off the crank. It's 130 horsepower.
Yes. So it'd be maybe around 110 at the wheels, 100.
Yeah, 20 less than the XP Turbo. 20 less horsepower.
Yeah, and 20 more than the
30 less.
XP.
Actually, it's 36 less.
38.
38. God, I can't math. 38 less.
168 horsepower. So.
Yep, to the crank.
Yep. So, but that's also turbocharged, so
yeah,
this is naturally aspirated, 130 horsepower at the crank. So I'm all right, yeah, I'm good with that. Well, I was really looking at F8s or Decats. I was like 2-stroke, but I'm like, man, I really
wanted a 2-stroke engine in this.
I know and there's another guy, 2-stroke hardcore guy at work. He's like, dude, you need to do it. Like the 2-stroke guys would fucking love it. And I'm like, man, yeah, they do sound pretty cool. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, man, Like, I like to ride most of the day in the side-by-side. I know after, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I have all my trucks are straight pipe, so I love loud shit. But I know, and you go on a long road trip in a straight pipe truck. After about 2 hours, you get a headache. You're sick. You hate your life.
If you put the stock exhaust on there from the snowmobile, it's really not that loud. They're not that loud.
That's what everyone says. It's not that loud.
And the exhaust is behind you. I mean, on the snowmobile, the engine's kind of in front of you. The exhaust is in front of you. It'd be a little bit different experience when you're riding it. It's just
Perhaps.
A little bit different tones.
Well, when you have a blowed up side by side, we can put an F8 in it, and we'll line them up and see which one's quicker.
I'm gonna put. They're very rare, but I want to put an 800 XCR triple in it. But they're super
Them are
rare.
hard to find.
Super rare.
And the purist is gonna have it, and if he catches the wind of what you want, he's not gonna sell it to you.
No. Probably not.
But I was really sold on it, getting an F8 or an F7. That's what I'm like. If we go two-stroke, that's what I want. Which would have been cool. It would have been badass in a way. But the more I think about it, I'm like, man, I'm a four-stroke guy. I love the way four-stroke sounds. And it's probably going to be loud anyways. It's going to be straight pipe.
I'm actually happy with this because I like triples. I like the four-stroke triples, too.
It's a good compromise between us, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a triple, but it's four-stroke.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. We're going with a Yamaha Nitro.
Yep. Traded the quad for it.
Traded.
Straight up trade. So, yeah, I just, off a whim, I just seen it on Marketplace. I'm just like, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm like, you want to trade? Hell yeah, I want to trade. I want a quad so bad. I was like, all right, let's do it. So
he actually came to you.
He came to me. Yeah, he wanted it that bad. So it was right after Thanksgiving. I told the guy, I was like, I'm not in town. I'm gonna be out, and I won't be home until late. And because he texted me, he's like, I'm off today. You want to do this today? I was like, I'm just won't be home until late. So I was like, if you want this to happen, meet me at my house when I get home. So that's what he did. He drove an hour and a half to my house, and we traded, and so I got the Nitro. It's an 09 Yamaha Nitro 1000.
I think they're 1049, aren't they?
They're 1050, maybe 1049. Yeah. So actually a little bit over 1000 cc's, and this engine chassis has a little over 9,000 miles on it,
which isn't bad for an 09.
And for snowmobiles, it's not bad. I think on snowmobiles, that's the point when things start wearing out. So the chassis, bearings, stuff. As we were tearing it apart, I've noticed that some things were starting to get wore out. Clutches are getting a little wore out, which we're gonna have to reclutch it anyways. Put new weights and stuff in it. So, but yeah, overall engine ran just fine. Don't know. The snowmobile. This is a trail riding snowmobile, so. Hour-wise, we're probably sitting at 500 hours, maybe, I'm guessing. It probably has a little less. I don't know. Who's to say?
Yeah.
The snowmobile doesn't show how many... Does it show hours?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
We didn't really play on the settings.
I didn't look at settings. It might have an hour meter on it.
Well, we'll figure that out when
we'll figure that out later. I'm just guessing around 500 hours. That's my guess.
Which is really only 200 more than what the RZR chassis has on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, snowmobiles don't idle like quads or side-by-sides do a lot.
Yeah.
Snowmobiles do a lot of trail riding, they put a lot of miles on.
Yeah.
Actually.
A lot of cruising. They
cruising miles.
Legally can go faster than what we illegally do.
Yep.
I wouldn't say illegal. We just tend to speed sometimes.
A little bit.
Just like 5 over. The officers that are listening. But, yeah, so Jesse traded his 50th anniversary Predator for an 09 FX Nitro.
Yep. And me and Wyatt are working out a deal.
Yeah.
So it's going to work out for me. It's going to work out for Wyatt. Wyatt's getting a pretty good deal on the engine and all the components he needs. And I'm getting a good deal on selling parts from the snowmobile. And I made money on the quad in the process of that. So
parts from the
RZR. So it's going to work out.
Yeah. And I'm excited what you're saving up for.
Yes.
I'm excited to ride one. So,
my next quad, maybe some of you guys will ask, I don't know, but the next quad is going to be, and I'm going to keep it, it's going to be Yamaha Banshee.
I know a guy that's selling one. Justin, who had one, did a tune-up on it and everything.
Okay.
And I asked him if he sold it yet, if Craig sold it, and he said no. So if you're interested, I know a guy. He's not in any hurry to sell it. He doesn't have it listed, but he wants to get rid of it.
Yeah, well,
It's all original.
I got to figure out a price here.
I know. It's all original. I think he's thinking around 5, but I'm not sure.
I would, if it's all original and pristine clean, I could probably do 5 on it.
And it's been in his garage like Justin thinks he rode it maybe 30 hours.
What year is it?
I think it's a 2000.
2000. Do you know what color it is? It don't really matter. I'm just curious.
I think it's white.
Okay.
White and blue.
I'm gonna look.
I'm not sure.
Quick.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 2000.
All right. I just want to see what it looks like real quick. Yamaha.
I can't remember.
But, yeah, and my idea. So let's see. I'm seeing 2000s here that are blue and looks like the main color was blue, possibly white and red.
It might be white and red.
Which they made a lot of
I'll
those.
text him and see. I don't have great service.
Not
here,
a big deal. I'm just curious. Anyways, yeah, and I'm not getting a Banshee to drag race. I know that's what everybody does.
You're not gonna stretch it and ruin it.
I'm gonna make the Banshee be the ultimate trail riding / MX quad. The type of riding that I like to do.
So that's what I told him you were gonna do, and he did recommend.
Being a 2000, I'm good at that late of a model because that has actual A arms. It doesn't have J arms.
Yeah.
The earlier models have J hooks.
Oh, okay.
So you can't put YXZ A arms.
It might be even an 05. It might be the last year they made it.
Okay.
Justin says white.
Just white.
I'm gonna guess white and blue, but white.
The 2005 was straight white, and just hints of red, and black.
I asked him what year.
They made black and white and red. Oh,
I think it's
and
white.
Blue.
I'm pretty sure it's white and red.
Yeah, this guy might have.
I know I've changed my mind like 3 times on. It's an 05. So
there's a white and black one on here. Okay, 05.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. So my plan, if I do get a Banshee, is to widen it out, make it a decent ride, put better shocks on it, maybe YXZ shots or.
He did recommend
something.
a Tours delete kit.
Yep, gonna delete the Tours, get rid of that crap. Maybe put a single carburetor with dual outputs on it. Maybe get electron carburetor. I don't know. And then down the road, I want to put new cylinders on it with power valves.
Hell yeah!
Get some low end out of there, and then and then just better. I'm not gonna do a whole lot, but just want to widen it out, put better shocks and better carburetors on it, and then
could throw them nitro shocks on it.
Maybe.
Wink.
Maybe I don't know. Those would probably work actually. Yeah, those nitro shocks have GYTRs on them.
Yep.
I think that's what they're called. They're nice shocks. Yeah, they're like brand new. They're like $400 a piece. Rebuildables. They have their own reservoirs on it and stuff. But no, I think what I would do is save up for Elkas because those Brock's Elkas on his Predator
they look smooth.
Nice. Oh my god.
When he is jumping it at the gravel pit, when you guys are all jumping,
yeah,
and even Tyler on his X3, Brock just looks like he's just laying on the couch.
Yeah, it has four rated springs on it. I don't know what you would call that. Quadruple rate springs.
Oh,
like on your
just plushness.
Just plush. So he's got tiny little shocks on it, and then just 4 little. So 3 tiny little shocks, and then the main spring.
So is he sold? Is he gonna buy those for his scrambler?
Elkas?
Yeah.
I'd probably not. But he
got a killer deal on the ones he got though.
Oh yeah, Brock got Elkas for his Predator half off. He paid $800 for them, and brand new they're like, they're like $1,500 to $1,800, $2,000 maybe.
I think they are. I think they're like $2,000 to $2,500.
Yeah, Brock. Some guy bought them for his Predator. He custom ordered them. This guy did, and he never used them for his Predator. And he had a heck of a time trying to sell them. And Brock finally just bought them for I think he talked him down like another $300. He got them for like $800 on eBay. Brock loves them. my first time riding them was last summer when Brock let me use his Predator on the 50-inch trails, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Just it was like I was on a side-by-side. It just took the bumps, like
yeah,
took all the micro bumps and everything. It was awesome.
So, Justin just texted me back. His mistake. It's an 04 special edition, white and red.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have a picture.
I'm gonna look it up right now. 04 special. I think they call them limited editions, but maybe they're special editions.
SE is what he said. 04
Right.
SE.
Let's see
White
what this
and
looks
red.
like. Okay, it's the one. Yeah, it's the white and red with the powder coated red frame. That's gonna be this one, I think. Yep, that's sweet. I can work with that.
That is dope.
That's actually the color I wanted to put on the Predator.
Oh, yeah?
It's hard to tell by this picture. Maybe I'd go a little bit darker red. I wanted to go like a wine red, but I was going to do like a red, dark wine red frame with the dark blue plastics on the Predator. Remember, that's what we talked about.
Yeah, I could, I mean, I don't know where you're at right now, but I could ask him what he wants for it.
I can't do it right now, but yeah, I'd like to. I mean, if he wants 5, I'll do 5 on it. I just can't do it at the moment. I gotta sell all the Razor and snowmobile parts first, and not buy anything else in between.
But if he knows the guy's interested for cash, he might even post
I'd
it.
I'd love pristine Banshee to work with. That'd be awesome.
He's the original owner, so
I don't know if you can hear my bird in the background. She's going crazy. So Nitro. So we spent the last week doing a complete teardown on the snowmobile. This is my first time ever experiencing working on a newer snowmobile. This is the 09, so I shouldn't say, but the newer style, the Rev style. And I did ride it for like 5 minutes in my yard. It was awesome.
so he's gonna go buy one.
I at least want a newer snowmobile like that someday. But
they're pretty cheap, really.
if you get some around that, decent ones from like 2015 or around that time frame, they can get them for like $5,000 to $8,000.
Yeah,
not too bad.
I mean, even the Nitro though is like a $3,000.
Yeah, I'd rather have a 2-stroke probably, but as little I really didn't ride enough to like it. It's hard to say, but I just like how it was well balanced. Like it was like
Very
riding.
nimble.
It was like riding a dirt. It was like riding a quad. Just very nimble. It was awesome.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, we learned a lot tearing down the snowmobile. We spent an entire afternoon tearing it down.
It took us like 6 hours to do.
Yep, at least pull the engine out, and then I did the rest the next day. But engine's out, and just today, literally today, the day we are recording this, we set the engine into the Razor chassis.
Get an idea, get some
Getting an
measurements.
idea. I was a little scared at first. I thought it wasn't gonna fit, but we're gonna we gotta move some shocks around, and it's gonna work. We're
gonna make it work.
Yep, it's gonna work. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna make it as clean as possible. So I think what we're gonna do is get some tubing, and I'd like a tube bender, but I'll have to look into that. But I gotta get tube notcher and stuff. We're gonna make our own little tubing frame for the engine to sit in, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
So I'm I gotta get a refill here.
Give me one too. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So since I'm not right now, I'm pretty much working part-time because I'm doing snow plowing services for a company, and so I have some spare time right now. So I'm gonna work on it behind the scenes a little bit. I'll record it obviously, but I'm gonna do some work on it without Wyatt, and we'll get her going.
Heck
And
yeah.
hopefully our goal is to get it done within 2 months. I think that's a good goal to hit. I think it's gonna be.
Right
I don't think it'll be
before
too bad.
spring. Yeah.
Yeah, at least get
Like
it done
a late
before
birthday
spring.
present.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
I'm excited. I haven't been this excited since I first started working the Power Wheels. So yeah, I think after that, and after I get the Banshee, then I'll hit the Power Wheels again. I guess a little update on the Power Wheels. I'm gonna completely do a top end rebuild on it, and
after you blew it up with me.
well, it's not necessarily blown up, but I don't know exactly what happened. I don't remember if I talked about it last time in the podcast. But when in the last video that we made with it at Wyatt's property, it just randomly shut off. So I found out that the fuel pump, if I remember right, no, the fuel pump was working. The fuel injector quit working. It was stuck open. So I dumped a shitload of fuel into the engine. And I also broke the decompression lever on the camshaft for it. That broke. And then something with...
It's just weird it all happened.
All happened at once.
When you're climbing on a log.
Something with the ignition coil, I think, was weird with it. I fixed that. That was an electrical issue. And then now it just doesn't want to run very well at all. So I'm just going to... I don't know. This engine's been kind of weird ever from the start. So I'm going to go through it, just replace the piston, see how the cylinder's looking. I got to put a new camshaft in it now because to fix the decompression lever, got to buy a new camshaft.
You know what? I think I figured it out. The Red Solo Cup, a.k.a. the XP Turbo, they used as a mud machine with homemade snorkels.
Yeah.
The Ghost, a.k.a. the 450 high output, they
Braapaholic.
high lifter swapped it into a mud machine.
Yeah. I'm never buying mud machines ever again. Those freaking rednecks down there. You guys.
They taught me. I don't know.
You guys just, I don't get it, but you just destroy your machines. Ugh, I'm never buying muddy machines ever again.
For me, I like hitting mud puddles. And
Yes.
they're definitely puddles compared to what they run their shit through.
They run it through some shit, and they just, you guys, I mean, I thought we dust our engines out with our dust that we got up here, but my God, that mud is horrible.
Yes. It's hard on your clutches.
It's hard in everything, it seems. Whew. I keep hitting shit.
That's one thing I'm concerned about is having open clutch and hit mud holes.
So, yeah, that's going to be the downside with a custom engine swap is clutches are going to be open for now. We can
We're
probably
just going to
come up with
have
something.
to change our rhythm. We're going to just have to go to the dunes more.
Yeah, we can throw a super. So they do make supercharger kits for this engine. They're actually not that bad. They run around 5 to 10 pounds of boost, and they push this engine up to 200 horsepower.
Just perfect. What I don't need.
I mean, you're just back up there with the high output Razor XPs.
It's a definite no.
I see a supercharger kit coming in on this engine in the future. It's gonna happen. So make sure you guys watch the videos and subscribe and share this with all your friends. So we can put a supercharger kit on the Yamaha Triple Genesis engine
And the XP Turbo chassis.
and the XP Turbo chassis.
I mean, everybody loves that chassis.
It's a nice chassis.
Yep.
So
My buddies are just emptying my pockets. Like, you want to cut the hole in them? Like,
I mean, hey, you just asked if I would do it, and I agreed. I didn't say go ahead and do it.
man, there's so much shit I want to do to this. If my pockets were just way deeper than what they are, you know? Just that blue collar worker.
Well, maybe,
Hopefully.
like I said, leave a like and subscribe so we can do this as a living.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. But yeah,
And all my crazy ideas that are up here that I don't share with everybody because they're just insane. I mean, you get some of them, but
I get a lot of them. But there's more up there.
oh yeah, endless ideas.
Endless ideas. That's great.
I can't afford to go to the chiropractor that much, so I just don't speak them.
I just went to the chiropractor today.
I'm overdue again.
Oh yeah, after getting used to the snow blower and stuff on the tractor. Man, all right, we are back.
I mean, rather than going to the chiropractor, I could pull you on a couch behind the Genesis.
I mean,
when it's done.
You got extra couches laying around?
Endless.
Endless couches with
Yes.
the 3 dogs?
Yes. Well, I know there's 3 stacked in a barn that's ready to be burned down again.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay. Is that the ones that I helped you throw in the barn?
Yes. Plus a couple more on top of that.
Man, those are going to be pretty grody by now.
My parents have one, too, that's on this last leg.
Oh,
thanks to
man.
their dog. That's a full-size couch. It's not a love seat.
Right.
That's a 3-seater.
And we could... Yeah, we'll put the Yamaha Genesis to the
Hook it to the
limits
wake bar
here.
I got.
So we got to come up with some names for this new Razor.
Yeah, Jesse really likes the Genesis.
I want to call it the Yamaha Razor Genesis, or just the Genesis for short. I think it's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
but
it's different. I don't know. It might be a little soft for me.
Yeah, a little soft. Well, you can call that could be like its actual name, and then you can have a nickname on top of that.
Maximum Destruction.
Maximum Destruction. Oh my gosh.
Maximum D.
Maximum Carnage.
I don't know. It's
still in the works.
I like the Yamaha just because that's
Yamaha.
just funny. Yamaha. Yamaha Razor.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know if we're gonna go that far. That might make some snowflakes melt out there in the real world.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
And there's a theme I wanted to do. It might wind up with a Ranger bed on it at some point in its life.
I'm gonna heavily talk you out of that idea, but it's your machine.
Man, we gotta put the cooler somewhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this guy he's probably gonna do a bed delete on his Razor. The guy that loves his backseat storage and stuff. I mean, that was the whole reason he didn't want to get a Razor last time. Was because he wanted a bed.
A Razor. I wanted a 2-seat Defender.
Yeah.
And the wife wanted a 6-seat, so we got the 6-seater. But then she's like, "Oh yeah, you can get a Razor Turbo. Trade it." So I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Never look back.
But you were also pretty bummed that you didn't have a lot of bed space.
A little bit, yeah. It's and the bed space is like way up here.
Yeah,
that's hard to get to.
But now you got an old truck you can kind of use as your yard bed that you need.
Yeah, I don't got much of a yard.
Well, yeah,
it's more property.
Well, if you're
looking forward to driving over.
If you shoot a deer on your property, you at least have the truck to go grab it with.
I'll be using the Razor.
You're gonna use a Razor for that?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. Whatever works.
I got jet sleds. You just throw in the jet sled and pull it back with the Razor.
Sounds like you've done this before.
Yeah, I had to go borrow my dad's Razor a couple times this year.
So now this guy wants to do a bed delete, most likely.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the shock remount, relocation, and I've been thinking about bed delete anyways.
You gotta show off the engine, right?
It wouldn't be 100% bed delete. I would like to put they have kits out there, but we could probably make it. They're just bent metal, bolted in place for a tray, either a toolbox or a cooler you can fit in there.
Right.
Just throw an Arctic cooler in there and just have a dedicated cooler for it.
Yeah.
Which you could use as a trunk space. I mean, it doesn't have to be a cooler.
It's a good thing I got you all the door storage and stuff too.
Yeah.
You got all that.
Well, I just thought about deleting those too.
What? The door storage?
I just want to see your reaction. I drive too crazy to delete the doors. Come on. Nobody rides with me now. Why would they ride with me without doors?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, if anybody wants to go on a wild ride, I'm always looking for a passenger.
Wyatt did have a good idea though, because Wyatt now has a spare tire holder for the rear cage.
Yes. Oh, this is a great idea.
Yes.
If we could find a pond, and maybe in the field, when they're not,
in the springtime,
that little pond.
Sometimes we have makeshift ponds that form in our fields, but we have Betty's pond. There's a lot of.
I think we need to talk to Scrub and do it. He's the most nimble and the youngest out of all of us.
I don't think he's most nimble. For some reason, I think me or Cole's most nimble, but.
Okay, well then Cole can do it.
I mean, I'm
gonna be the one driving, so.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Enter your own risk.
I know Cole won't do it. So
he'll wussy out.
It'll be me.
It'll be you.
You have a vendetta against him, so
it's he definitely won't. Wise driving? Screw that.
Gotta splash him with some mud.
Yeah, that probably would do it. Just if it was him, I'd probably leave it in 2-wheel drive and just mash it.
I know.
But anyways, so the listeners know my crazy idea is Jesse gave me a spare tire carrier, which I don't have a rim for. I was gonna mount a satellite dish to it just to be funny, but so I was thinking that looks a lot like a wakeboard on a boat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that would be an awesome video to hook a rope to that and have someone kneeboard.
Hook a rope up to it like on on like
skis.
a boat and you ski behind it.
I got old wood water skis in the loft of my barn.
No.
I do. They're old wood ones. They're like 4 foot long.
I mean, I think unless my grandparents threw them out, we used to have old cross country skis at the.
Oh, these are water skis. They got the little. They got the little fin on the back.
Oh, water skis.
I don't know if they have enough balls to pull some up in the water because that's a lot of drag, but we can try it.
Well, you would have to ride alongside the water.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be in it.
No.
And that might pull me in it. I don't know.
Or just do it in the wintertime. You could hook sleds and stuff behind it.
Oh yeah, that'd work.
I remember that was one issue we had with Brock's. We did that with the RZR.
Wrapping in the wheel.
Yeah, Brock almost ruined his freaking his radius rods because the rope kept getting caught in the tire.
That was another great idea. The Jeep hood, which I still have.
Oh my god, that thing's a death trap. Holy crap. And you had to put freaking wax underneath it. Or,
oh no, I silicone.
Silicone.
I took it in the house and I siliconed the shit out of it. And then I brought it over.
Oh man.
I'm like, yeah, she's got 3 coats of silicone on there.
That thing was slick.
It still is. Like you can just kick it and it glides on top
You
of the
would
snow.
have kept that thing.
Oh, hell
you didn't
yeah.
throw that in the scrap pile?
No, I got it. It's at my mom and dad's right now. My dad's like, oh, dude, this would be a great stone boat. So I'm like, yeah, we're keeping it.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, if you want to break your back in two and make some views.
And I don't know. I promised my chiropractor I'd try to take it easy, but...
We got to get some celebrity surfers.
Celebrity surfers? Yeah.
I signed Cole up for it. Cole, you've won this trip to the farm fields behind the new Yamaha Snowmobile RZR.
Speaking of snowmobiles, you got the old 340 now, don't you?
Yeah, I need to get that over to you. That's in need of some fuel lines.
What was it? It was last February. Was it last February or last winter time?
Yeah, we were gonna get it, and then we.
I don't remember what we were doing. I think we just wanted to screw around. Oh,
we were
gonna make a video, and so I went and helped to go get it, and then we get there.
Yeah, we couldn't get it started.
We couldn't get it started, and I was like, huh, this brings back some memories. So I opened up the gas tank. Sure enough, the gas lines are all destroyed inside the gas tank, just like my XLT was when I first picked it up.
That's good. You know what you're doing. Get it over to you maybe this weekend.
So yeah, now his 340 needs some gas lines. I wonder if this is a good reason to empty out your gas tanks during the summertime off
Oh,
season.
jeez, what a.
So your gasoline doesn't varnish your gas lines and destroy them.
To be fair, I'm not the one that put gas in it. You are.
Granted, well, I didn't put it away with gas in it.
I mean, and it's free. My dad did give it to me.
Yeah, so Wyatt's got.
I got a 340.
He's got that 340 that we had in the video.
With the sweet ass
times.
couch at the seat that just cruises along with no suspension whatsoever.
Yeah, it was probably due for new gas lines, anyways. What year is that? It's like a
92 or 93.
Is it that old? Okay. Yeah, I remember. So if you guys are not sure, if you haven't seen that video, but oh man, it's been 4 years now.
Yeah, I got stuck in the field quite a few times.
But when we went to go get the XLT,
we got both of them.
We got both of them out
in your field.
Yeah, but when we went to go try to get the XLT to run, that's when
you drank some gas.
I drank some gasoline that day, but that Indy started right up that day.
Yeah, like 3 pulls.
3 pulls after not starting in who knows how many years.
Like 3 years.
But
we had that one running. We did not have the 600 running.
No, that took me.
It took
a month or two.
Pine Sol.
That took a lot of cleaning, and then I actually just replaced those gas lines just last week. So that
some matching purple ones.
My latest video, you guys should go check it out. Put some new gas lines in it. I'm actually setting it up to do some ditch banging in it. So I got a new track on it and new gas line.
Oh, by the way,
and,
Justin is excited to ride with us this winter.
You got a sled?
Yeah, he's got a couple of them. He's got some old ones even for like the 70s thing.
No shit. Well, yeah, I want some old sleds for a video, so that'd be awesome to have him ride with us.
I'm pretty sure he said he had an old one. So
that when the money's right, maybe if I find the right deal, I'm trying to get all of us to get some 70s sleds for a video.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so much fun.
I might know a guy in the UP. I'll have to talk to Rebecca about that. I know he's got a shitload of sleds. Like that's just they kind of go there to die in a way.
Yeah.
But I might be able to get them for free. I don't know.
That would be great because they're just probably gonna die after
again.
the video.
Yeah. Like relive your life one more time.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be put to the test, and they're probably not gonna make it out of the test. That's gonna be the goal, anyways.
So I mean, if we have to go to the UP to get them, maybe it'd be worth it.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe for free, maybe.
It's about a 5-hour drive from here.
Yeah,
I can't remember
so it'd be a
the
10-hour
town.
round trip.
Yeah, or
longer because
a weekend if you stay the night.
Or a weekend, yeah, make a trip out of it. Go sledding up in the UP. That'd be awesome. I haven't gone snowmobiling in the UP ever, actually.
Oh, that's not what I was getting at, but
what were you getting at?
Like go to the casino.
I want a snowmobile.
Sit in the jacuzzi, kick back, relax a little bit.
No, we're snowmobiling. Maybe we can snowmobile to the casino.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. What did I sign up for?
There's trails straight from the bridge. You can ride anywhere in the UP.
I don't know if my trailer's that big. I could fit 2 sleds on it.
I got snowmobile trailers.
Oh, all right.
I got 3 trailers we can use.
Damn. All right.
I actually have an actual snowmobile trailer. That one at the farm that has the...
And he's a Ford guy, so we should use your truck.
Yeah, I can use my truck.
It pulls good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to ask Rebecca. He's her friend.
As long as they're
Good
running.
Dude. He's a cool dude. I don't know. I don't know if they're running.
As long as they run enough.
This guy, he's pretty cool. He so up there their trucks last, like their bodies last forever, but their engines don't. So he had a van and they came downstate Michigan. So he's from the UP. And bought a 7.3 Power Stroke motor, and they put it in the back of a panel van, and they drove that bugger all the way back up to the UP in the back of the panel van, wedged on a couple tires and a couple 2x4s. Like, it was cool. We met them at Ruby Tuesdays in Cadillac.
Nice.
It was one of the first times I met him. I'm like, yep, I can get along with this dude. He's my kind of people.
You and me, we're one of the same.
Yes, except he liked Ford, so,
well, you can't have everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, I'm really... Brock texted me yesterday. Yeah, I got the cat all fired up. I was like, yeah, how's she running? I think I got to mess with the clutches a little bit. I was like, dude, just sell that darn thing.
Oh, he ain't selling it.
Sell it what you have into it. Someone will buy it and get something just a tad bit better.
He's a cat purist. He's going to keep it.
Well, that's fine. Get another cat. I don't care. But get something that's actually reliable. Don't throw a shitload of money into something that doesn't need it.
Do you know your brother at all?
I'm trying to convince him. I mean, I love a project, but this one is just a little much. A little unnecessary.
A little more unnecessary than the project.
Yeah, I mean, he to backtrack, he paid $600 for this thing. You guys probably seen the video.
Speaking of, taking a long trip into a long road trip.
We are back from our slight intermission. I don't remember what we were talking about.
Sleds.
Something.
Brock's. Brock's
Arctic Cat. Yeah.
It was Arctic crap.
So I'm trying to convince him to get a Fire Cat. Because I think he would love that.
So I should just go buy one after I pay you back, and then show him up. Like, hey.
This is what you're missing. This is pure Suzuki power. You are way missing out.
My wife would disown me, though, because she don't like Arctic Cat.
But she likes Suzuki.
Yeah.
So it's powered by Suzuki. So what's the difference? I mean, it's the only thing difference is just the chassis around the Suzuki. I have to look it up, but actually the new Arctic Cats have Yamahas in them.
This guy cannot afford anything new.
Yeah, well, I just thought that was pretty. I think they must have did it around 2018 or maybe a little sooner than that. But well, many people probably know this already. But I was telling you the other day that Yamaha is actually not going to make snowmobiles anymore.
That's what you were saying.
They announced that back in July, I think, June. In 2025 in America, will be the last year you can buy a Yamaha sled.
Dang.
Yep. So I don't know if they're still going to make engines for Arctic Cat. I think Arctic Cat's kind of pretty much if you were to buy an Arctic Cat snowmobile today, it's basically the same thing as a Yamaha snowmobile. Because I think I could be totally wrong. Someone can correct me on this, but I think Arctic Cat is somewhat making the chassis and stuff for Yamaha, and Yamaha was providing the engines.
Oh,
So they're kind of working out some
Like
sort
a
of deal.
partnership.
So they're basically very similar, or not, if not pretty much the same thing. If you were to get a newer Arctic Cat or a Yamaha sled, pretty much the same thing.
You know, I think they should bring back, and Skidoo has one already. That side-by-side snowmobile thing they had back in like the early 2000s. That thing is sick.
And that's something we should probably make some days. Make a side-by-side snowmobile.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know how much different that would be if you were to just throw. This is something I want to do. I wanted to do this on a video a long time ago. Was literally take like snow bike skis, put them on the front of a throw them on the front of a side by side.
Did you sell the skis off to Nitro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, those would have been too skinny. But if you were to take like snow bike skis, which are they're like 10 inches wide, throw two of those in front of a side by side, and then throw some just tracks on the rear axles of a side by side.
Heavy D did that.
Yeah, I mean it's been done before.
Yeah.
It's not that original, but that's something I wanted to do a long time ago. Or do you just like make an actual side by side snowmobile like with one huge big freaking track in the back?
Like dual track
Like
in the back.
maybe a dual tracks. Yeah, combine
Like
two
in the middle.
combine two skids together.
Yeah.
Have like a 30-inch track in the back, and then have two big skis in the front. That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be sweet.
It'd be side
I
by
would
side
hate
snowmobile.
to meet that on the trail.
Yeah, that would be
Like,
awesome.
officer, it's
Yeah.
legal. It's a snowmobile.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work on a side by side though. That'd be so long. But yeah,
You'd be looking at like a 14-footer out of a 10-footer side by side.
yeah, it'd be like you take a 2-seater and make it into a 4-seater, like
Pretty much, yeah.
lengthwise.
It'd be like if you use, the Razor Turbo, it would have been the same length as my Defender had.
Yeah, or
I think if you're gonna do that, you want to do it on an X3.
yeah, maybe.
Would it be even sweeter on
I don't know if you
a
throw the
YXZ because you'd have gears to bang through.
Yeah, that's the thing with snowmobiles versus side by sides. Snowmobiles run very fast. No, I shouldn't say this.
I
I'm
wonder
thinking
how
in my head right now.
that just spurred off a whole nother idea in my head. I wonder how tracks on a YXZ would be, being you bang the gears.
I don't know. I'm sure it's been done. The thing with putting snowmobile tracks on, say, like the wheel hubs and stuff,
Yeah, you
is that
People, it's kind of like putting a portal kit on.
well, yeah, that's they're
Your
not
high
geared.
is
They're
like-
not geared super
Your
well.
high is like 30 miles an hour.
The thing with doing that is that you're literally changing your, say you have a 30-inch tire, you're putting a 30-inch tire down to see what the drive axle would be on a sled, which would be like, I don't know, 12 inches.
Yeah.
So you're losing a lot of speed, and that's somewhat the problem with putting these tracks on yours.
Which
So you'd have to gear them up.
I don't know
somehow.
what they did to it, but supposedly it was a stock X3. Back in the day, Ken Block, his buddies had a ski resort that they shut down for a day, and they put the Apache Skidoo tracks on an X3, and he ripped like the ski resort. Like, it is a sweet video to watch.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it, but
I haven't. No.
it'd be worth looking into. That thing is sweet though. It's 4-wheel drive though. They put tracks on the front and the back. And he
Okay.
jumped it and all kinds of
Yeah.
shit with it.
Seaboys did that with their X3. They put
Not to this level.
Probably
He
not.
like X gamed this
Okay.
X3.
okay, probably not, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was sweet.
I have to check that out.
And I think he had a Ford Raptor at the time too with tracks on it. I think it was
Okay.
like a dual video he did.
Yeah,
But that X3 was sweet. It was like their backcountry tracks, like 2-inch lugs and just ripping.
okay. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. Maybe someday we'll cobble something up, some monstrosity up. make a big snowmobile out of a side by side.
Oh, I know we'll do it. We always do shit like that.
We'll make it work. It's gonna happen.
We'll do something.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just put skis on a couch and send it in the wintertime.
We should do it this year. Just gotta make sure we do it. But that'd be fun.
I got the downhill skis on the Coleman cooler still.
Oh my god. We got the mono sled things that we made. What are those called again?
Oh, bumper jumpers.
The bumper jumper. Oh my god.
I don't know where those wound up. I imagine my dad has them somewhere.
They're somewhere. We probably should have had a little bit wider skis on it, but those worked pretty good.
Well, so I used what I had. I had cross country skis, which are skinny.
Yeah.
You're supposed to use downhill skis, which are wide. I didn't have those at the time, but I got downhill skis for the cooler.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you put them on the?
I didn't have them at the time.
Oh, you didn't have them at the time. Okay.
Yeah. My boss at work actually gave them to me.
Oh, well, we just swapped them out.
I traded him an 8-pack of Guinness for him.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember. That's coming back to me now.
I'm like, what do you want for him? He's like, Guinness. I'm like, deal.
Yep. We'll throw those downhill skis on the couch, and then after that, throw them on those mono sleds.
Oh yeah.
Bumper jumpers. Death traps. If we can find them.
Yeah, I don't know. Other the bumper jump, I got that's just 2x6. I can build more of those.
Yeah.
That was easy to build.
Sweet. Yeah, that was fun. We didn't go sledding last year. Well, they did. I wasn't able to go there.
The last time I went sledding, I got concussed. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I kinked my neck pretty bad.
I don't think you were there for that. Were you there for that?
Last year I wasn't there. You're talking about last year, and I didn't make it.
So out of all the things, this is what Eric was joking about. Out of all the things I've done, the bumper jumpers, the Jeep hood, the Coleman cooler on skis, all that shit never killed me. Jet sled that I bought in silicone the living shit out of and jumped it and all that shit didn't kill me. I go down on Deb's LL Bean tube and the thing spins sideways on me halfway down the hill. Starts tracking towards the jump. I'm going backwards. I'm like, yep, I'm going to hit the jump. Half the tube hit the jump. Half of it didn't. Landed on my neck. And I'm just like laying down there. I knew it had to have been pretty bad landing because Zach fired a snowmobile up and came down there like, dude, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I just feel a little winded. He's like, dude, you landed on your head. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, some of them jumps you might want to put a helmet on.
I'm good. And I went home. I was still I hung out there all day drinking and shit. And I go home and Rebecca's like, you seem off. Yeah, I have a headache and
oh no.
I'm pretty sure I had a concussion, but I didn't go to the doctor or nothing. I just went back to work the next day and continued on my shit.
Just like another hangover.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, pop a cup of Tylenol and go to bed.
Oh man. Actually, me and Brianna did go sledding last year, just not with the big group of the guys.
Did you use the thing?
No, it wasn't built.
Okay.
Maybe it was there. It wasn't fully set up yet. I can't remember. It was in December. I do remember it. It was me and Brianna with Brandon and Deb. It was just us four.
One of them I went to.
But the last one I didn't go to.
Taylor invited me to one. It was Farm Bureau members.
Oh, and yeah.
I took the Jeep hood to that. And they're all
That's
looking
the one
at
I
me
didn't go
like,
to.
What's this guy?
Yeah,
funny. I got life insurance with you guys. So I brought the Jeep hood.
Yeah, I'm ready to cash out.
Yeah, let's do it. But, yeah, that was good. Good times. So yeah, all that stupid shit and something that's made for sledding damn near kills me. Just find that ironic.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
So I've learned, don't use anything made for sledding, Wyatt. Like, that's just not good. Keep to your homemade redneck rigs.
Yeah,
you'll be good to go.
So something I want to just talk about. I have right now, the viewers might be able to see it right now on my screen. You guys just seeing statistics right now. I probably can't see it on camera, but that one video that me and the guys made on a whim, Cole went and bought his $600 Skidoo. We just literally just made a quick video that day.
Like the $600 sled
had
video?
Yeah. It has gotten just last month over 40,000 views.
Hell yeah.
It's starting to slow down right now. It might pick back up, but yeah, it has now is now my best video on the channel.
Is that the legendary one?
Nope,
Okay.
that's not that one. It's the one before that. Yeah, it has over.
So
80.
if you watch that one, you need to watch the legendary.
Yes, and I do have it posted on there like as a part 2. 'Cause that one was fun, but yeah, it has over 80,000 views now. My best video so far on the channel. It surpassed the RZR video, like in 1 month. Has over doubled the views of that video.
Nice.
So yeah, it's awesome. You guys are absolutely killing it with views. Especially, I don't know why my channel does so well with snowmobile content. It doesn't make any sense because our content isn't that good for snowmobiles. It really isn't.
Maybe it's because we got cheap snowmobiles.
I think we're more realistic. Most people, I mean, there's so many old snowmobiles out there, so most people have these old sleds. Can't afford the new crap, and so I think it just vibes a lot of people.
We're making the best with what we got.
Yeah. You don't need new stuff to make good videos, so that's awesome. I'm just really pumped about that. And then the latest video, did you watch the latest video with me turning the XLT into
I haven't.
ditch banger? I posted it 2 days ago. Even that's almost got 3,000 views already. So that's slowing down right now, but
It might have been a recommended video, like it might have started to play, but
yeah.
I didn't watch it all the way through.
Yeah, so it's doing great. And then the turbocharger plow video, that slowed down a lot, but that's got just under 2,000 views. So just in the last 2 videos I posted have done really good for the channel. So I'm really happy about that. So
That's
hopefully we can keep this momentum going. Keep trending up. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's keep trending up. So yeah, it's awesome.
I'm looking forward to the content the RZR's gonna make once it's done.
I hope that the content does well. I'm really banking on it doing well. If not, I still had a great time, and you're gonna have a really good machine. So,
and I got a bunch of little trees I got to plow over, so make a track.
Yeah,
I'll have to make a video of making a track.
Yes. So hopefully this summer we really gotta dedicate a lot of time into this. Hopefully, so yeah. That's so my goals for this coming year. I'm really just kind of waiting for my wife to finish some testing she's got to do, but I really want to open some sort of shop, some sort of power sports shop where it might be a mechanic shop, might be a rental shop, maybe both.
If you need some workbenches, I know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy that can make me some workbenches, but I want to open some sort of shop, and yeah, I think a mechanic / rental shop would be a great start, and then I want to turn it into a dealership someday. I think it's
like what kind of rental? Like rentals, side by sides, rental
power sports quads, probably
trailers.
mainly no, just quads and side by sides. Just want to rent out sportsmen's and 4x4s and side by sides to people.
So you need to put it close to a trailhead. Which if that guy I sold that one plow to. Supposedly they're gonna try and put a trailhead in at the roundabout.
Well, I don't know about quads, but the corner down there is a snowmobile trailhead.
They're trying to turn that into a side by side RV.
So who runs that trailhead?
I should have got the dude's name that bought that plow. He literally lives right around the corner from here.
Is it owned by the county?
I'm
by
not sure.
The township?
There's
no
a
idea.
group of people that maintain it. In music.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was private or not, but
I'm not sure.
If not, man,
the trail literally runs like right by your house.
Maybe.
So if you take that 2-track, it hits the trail.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm like, man.
We just need to hit that.
I just turned my 1 acre across the road into a trailhead. Like, what do I do?
I mean, it almost if that 2-track. I mean, yeah, you could. That'd be awesome, right?
That's
there.
the thing, though. Legally, I don't know if you can cross 115 legally, right?
Yes, you can cross any highway legally.
Just can't ride on it.
You can't ride on it.
But technically, I don't know if you're crossing it though. I think you're still right because that 2-track is kitty corner from my driveway, so I don't
How
know.
How far does your property across the road go?
It goes to about the edge of that.
The edge of the guardrail?
Yeah, about the edge of the guardrail.
It'd be crossing 115.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
It's a tough call.
I would lean on the side of it's crossing.
Okay. But yeah, then that's where I want to put the shop is the problem.
I mean, just put parking in the back, and that could be the trailhead.
Man, I'm only working with an acre here. Yeah, but I'm really close to trails. I live on a main road, so I mean, someone could just. Yeah,
I mean, even if a trailhead was say a mile down the road,
I think it'd be doable if someone
Yeah.
had trailers and. I don't. Yeah, that's tricky. Maybe I rent out trailers too. I have to rent out trailers and machines so people
or
can.
deliver. Like, hey, you rented it out for this time. I'll meet you at the trailhead. I'll pick you up at the trailhead.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Trailers are pretty cheap, so I could probably rent out trailers too.
There's a place in Cadillac that started running.
Yeah.
side
So
by
how do they
side.
do that?
They meet the people at the trailhead.
No shit.
Yep.
Okay.
At least that's from my talking with them when I was looking for that part for Brock last summer.
Okay.
I went there just to see if they had it, and they didn't. But
That's the
yeah, they
thing.
said that the trailhead's just down the road, like from where they.
Yeah, there's actually I mean, I
And
live.
I didn't know it, and I still don't know 100% if it's legal, but there's people that ride their stuff right downtown Cadillac,
I've never seen that yet, but it's
like
probably
dirt bikes even.
probably doable.
Like
I mean,
it's not a highway.
no,
so
it's not.
I didn't know what the ordinance was in Wexford County.
That's all part. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're not doing it. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're doing it illegally.
He parked like right at Taco Bell and he's like, "Yep, good day out for the rip on the bike, getting some lunch." I'm like, "There's no way to get to Taco Bell without driving on a main road."
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's something I have to look into. I don't know what Wexford
I
County.
mean, that'd be pretty sweet if it was.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my plan next summer is hopefully start my own shop of some sort.
That'd be cool.
That's really what I want to do. Or if YouTube takes off, that full time, but who's to say?
Could be like a headquarters.
Yeah, or do both. Headquarters for the, yeah.
Maybe just call it the Braapaholic Garage. You could have the business and the headquarters.
Well, that's what my business name would probably be, Braapaholic Power Sports, something of some sort. That's kind of the name I'm going with.
Braapaholic Power Sports, where forgiveness is better than permission.
That's our slogan.
We have special receipts for when the wife asks how much you spent.
Right.
It only costs $10 more.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a great salesman for you. Okay.
Yeah, making things up. I don't know.
For an extra $10, I can tell your wife you only spent this much.
Yeah. We have Photoshop. We can jimmy the price a little bit.
We can jimmy it
Until
until your
your
bill comes in the
accountant
mail.
comes in and sees the bill. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yep. It's exciting times. So, is there anything else? Anything new that's been going on?
Not really.
Yeah,
I mean,
same here. I
just
Living
wanting
life.
to get this swap done.
Yeah, the swap's going to be a huge project. Really excited for that.
I did get a new lawnmower.
Oh, yeah, you
I traded a beat up wood stove for a like brand new Husky lawnmower.
Yeah. So, what's going on with the Ford now? Or the New Holland lawnmower?
The clutch is still out of it. It's still parked in the yard,
So-
the same place my dad pulled it.
So, when
with-
this spring comes around, list it for sale for like $300. And just get rid of it.
Or
Or,
if Sparky's listening, we could, flip the rear end, throw a bigger pulley on it.
is that got a manual?
Yes.
Maybe it'd be a good candidate for a diesel turbo swap.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if that's a lawnmower. That's not a lawn tractor. I'm not sure the frame can handle it.
Probably not.
Maybe we could throw a turbo on it. Turbo, 10.5 horsepower, Briggs and Stratton.
Oh man. Or just sell it for a couple $100 and put it into your new Razor.
Yeah, that could be my particle separator I want to get.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
It'd be a good thing to put on that particle separator.
I'm thinking I want to. Just for...
Just for good warranty issues.
that I don't have.
You don't have
No warranty.
Yeah, there's no warranty.
You're giving me a warranty?
No,
I didn't know
no
you
warranty.
negotiated a warranty.
No warranty. Just, if it were to have a warranty on it, it'd be a good thing to have.
Extra insurance.
Extra insurance. Assurance. It's a good assurance.
So we were coming up with ideas. We want to keep going.
So yeah, we want to extend the podcast a little bit. So I go through waves, but I'm a huge fan of the C-Boys TV. I really like the content that they do.
So we're gonna promote someone that's not promoting, but we're gonna promote them.
Yeah, well, I guess we're just gonna talk about them.
Yeah, we like the C-Boys.
I do. They're definitely my top 3 YouTubers that I watch, and I really like.
Number 1, Braapaholic. You gotta support the Braapaholics.
Yeah, I support the Braapaholics, and we're obviously number 1, obviously. But
if you're not first, you're last. Quote Ricky Bobby.
Yep. No, but I've been actually. I'm sure I talked about this, but back in 2019, I started watching the C-Boys. I was actually searching for timber sled videos because that's when I was making my custom one, and their videos popped up for timber sled, and I subscribed back then. They had like, I don't know, 200,000 subscribers. That's still a lot, but
They got 1 million now.
they're at almost at 3 million.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they've grown big the last year or two, but some of the latest videos I don't like all their videos. I don't, especially their newer stuff. They're really, really fast paced, which I get why they do that because the younger generation really loves
Fast paced
content, and I hate
Even
it.
like Call of Duty, like video games, is all fast paced.
Yeah, yes, it's which it keeps people engaged. I get it, and I've tried to be like that too. But I was actually watching some of their older stuff just because I love their snowmobile content. They are my favorite snowmobile content
They
creators.
do a lot of ditch banging.
A lot of ditch banging,
lot
kind of
of,
stuff like that. But they do a lot of mountain stuff too, which I find interesting. I would love to mountain sled someday. That's one of my dreams is riding in the mountains. I just
Maybe
want to
we
do that so bad.
just need to drive in Minnesota and show up. Cormont, it can't be. It's a small town.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens
just
all the
show
time.
up.
We'll just show up. Yeah. But
Yeah, we got this banging XLT here.
oh yeah. Oh, actually, I'm getting way off topic what we were going to talk about, but
Typical.
one thing I want to do to the XLT, I want to keep, I love the XLT. I want to keep it at its vintage prime.
I think it's awesome. You love it. Just that I acquired it
Right.
from a guy I worked
So,
with. That's mint.
Yeah, so we're going to backtrack again, or go on another side tangent here. So I'm selling the parts to the Yamaha Nitro today, and so some guy came and bought the skis off the Nitro today. He actually just lives down the road about 5 miles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so he came in, he's like, dude, you have an XLT? I used to ride them all the time. So we talked for like 30 minutes about the XLT, like all the things that he used to do. She's like, oh, dude, you just threw an 1.25 inch track on it. I did that back in the day. Good choice. That was an excellent choice. Did you do anything to the exhaust? It's like, no, I left it stock other than putting the can on. Oh, good choice. These triples, you leave that mono can on there. You leave that mono exhaust on that. Don't make it a triple. It's like, yeah, I've heard that. So anyways, I was going on and on about the XLT. I was like, yeah, my best friend, he saved this thing from going into the scrapyard. He's like, did he realize? Like, yeah, it was literally the guy was going to throw it in the scrap pile. I was like, at the time, it had 1,000 miles on it. I was like, no way, this thing. I told him, I was like, it's got less than 1,500 miles. I was like, dude, no way, this thing's vintage. I was like, yeah. So we talked for a long time about this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had a great time with this guy. He gave me a lot of pointers, like, you should throw an M10 suspension on it. It's like, I want to do that so bad. He's like, I know a guy that was selling one. I was like, dude, I want it so bad. But he's like, yeah, he sold it for like $800. People love these M10 suspensions. I was like, I know, because I grew up on them. My dad's ex-Edge had one.
Okay.
They're amazing. They're awesome suspension skids. But anyways, I want to, we talked about this a long time ago, but I want to put a turbo kit on the XLT so bad. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, I know a guy selling a turbo.
You do have a turbo.
You. You're selling a turbo.
I kind of own the turbo in a way. Yeah.
I'll sell it to you cheap.
So I do want to throw a turbo kit on the XLT, but I need a bulletproof. The XLTs have weak crankcase bearings, so if you put any more horsepower to it, you really gotta throw in better crankcase bearings. But yeah, anyways, that's down the road. I don't even know if it's even possible. It probably is, but probably not worth my time to do it at this moment.
That's just funny though that you met XLT.
Yeah, he was giving me all these kinds of tips and stuff. It's like, yeah, don't listen to anybody. These things are awesome ditch bangers. They're super light compared to the other ones in the 90s. They're awesome. For back in the day, they were really good sleds. I was like, yeah, I know. I really fell in love with this machine, so it's just funny that this guy. We talked for like half hour on the XLT.
It warms my heart truly that you brought me up even. Like.
Yeah, I did. And then he's like, yeah, he's like 60 years old. This guy.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, he might even be listening to the podcast because he's like, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. I was like, hell yeah. So
well,
great.
Cheers to your
cheers
neighbor.
If you're listening. Cheers.
Cheers.
I really enjoyed our talks about the XLT and snowmobiles and stuff. But yeah, that was a side tangent on the XLT.
Maybe you need to get him to come riding with you.
Dude, he knows all. He knows all the spots around here. He used to drive down my road. He said back in the day before they put all these houses here, this road actually used to turn into a 2-track.
Oh, nice.
And there's a lot of pine trees and stuff back here. There's a big, huge hill back here. If you're coming down that big hill on 37,
oh yeah.
If you look to the left, you'll see a big hill.
Huh.
And that's just back here.
It's
on someone's property, I think. But
or might have to just be like, yeah, we've rode this trail for many years. And go around the closings, like
right
back at home.
But yeah, it almost looks like a small mountain from the distance. I mean, it's a big hill.
Could be testing grounds for the new Genesis.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on someone's property, but I'd love to test it out someday. That'd be great. But
got to test out these 30-inch paddles I'm gonna order.
Oh my God, man, we're going way out of the game.
Joking.
Right, joking. Yeah, but Seaboys. So one of their videos, they went to the dunes in Glamis, which is in California. Pretty much one of the biggest sand dunes in America, at least. I want to go there someday too.
Actually, a guy at work, he grew up on Glamis.
Okay.
And he's like, dude, it's unlike anything you'll ever experience here. So he's been to Silver Lake.
Yeah, nothing
and he's
compared
like,
to that.
Dude, this is like a kid's sandbox.
Yeah.
Compared to there.
Yeah.
He's like, you can ride all day and not be on the same dunes twice.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. What is the mileage of that? Do you know what Glamis is? I could probably look it up. I don't feel like it, though, but it's huge.
But he's like, they used to ride their dirt bikes all over there when he was a kid. He grew up out there.
Right.
So it's like, and he moved to Michigan, and it's like,
yeah.
What is to do here?
Yeah. But
anyways.
Yeah. They're not the first to do this. Actually, when I went to Silver Lake a couple years ago, I seen people riding snowmobiles in the dunes. It was funny to see, but Seaboys took pretty much brand new snowmobiles to the dunes, and they were riding it in the sand.
Well, they're like partners with Polaris or something.
They get new sleds every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their deal is, but yeah, they get new sleds every year, and so they didn't do a very good job. I think they should have did a better job of cooling, but they put radiators in the back with fans and stuff on it. They seized one engine right up. It got too hot.
Typical Evan.
Yeah, typical Evan. And the other one, they actually drowned. So apparently they got a lot of rain there, and a little pond formed, which doesn't happen hardly ever there.
They've never had anybody hydroplane a snowmobile on.
So, yeah, they're the first to hydroplane a snowmobile on this pond in Glamis, and then Evan drowned that one.
Yeah, he got a little cocky, like normal.
Yep. But I really enjoyed that part of the video. And actually, what I was getting to, Seaboys, they could definitely make more videos if they wanted to. What I don't like what they do is they combine 2 videos into one.
Yeah.
So if you pay attention, they'll have what their thumbnail is, which is, say, riding a snowmobile in the sand dunes. And then halfway through the video, they cut to another topic. It's
So like Ken going on 10 blind dates.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what they did. It's like, why are you guys, that aggravates me a little bit. I mean, you could, and they used to do 2 videos a week, and they could still do it. They think they got to put 2 topics in one video, and I don't think that's the right choice to do.
So I don't know if maybe it's just they just don't want to do 2 videos a week and would rather
combine the 2, and that's probably it.
Less editing, less computer work, more.
And the way that they edit, apparently, what they say is that one guy will edit one half of the video, and the other guy will edit the rest of the video. So that's why they have 2 topics, because one guy edits one topic, the other guy edits the other.
And now they got 2 full-time mechanics too.
They do, yep. So they're getting a lot done, and that's when they did which was pretty sweet. They put a Cummins swap. They did it was a 12 valve, wasn't it, or 24
valve? It was
valve?
a first gen 12 valve.
12 valve
with a manual.
Yes, with the manual, and they swapped that into. Well, actually, they just put a Ford Ranger body on top of that. Basically, it's a Dodge body.
The Dodge was not a dually. So they used,
I know the Dodge.
They used the Ford Ranger.
Well, the axle is probably a Ford Ranger, but I think the frame is still from a Dodge. I have to rewatch the video. I don't quite remember.
I think they dropped the 4BT or 12 valve. They dropped the 12 valve in the. I don't think it was a 12 valve motor.
They put a 4x
transmission. They put a 4BT crate motor in the Ford Ranger
because they added 4-wheel drive to it, so it's not the same frame and stuff. I gotta rewatch it. I'm pretty sure
it's still the Ford Ranger frame.
It might be. I don't
because Evan Chevy demolished it even because it kept blowing the front drive shaft. They did a tug of war, and Ev's 08 Chevy.
Yeah, he kept blowing his. Yeah, he did keep blowing.
He just smoked the fucking tires, but it's like the old Chevy never broke down.
Yeah, Wyatt was loving that.
Yeah. I watched their the Sea Boys TV. I watched their full garage tour, and they were talking about all their trucks.
Yeah, I did watch that too.
Which pretty impressive. The air Evan got in his old Chevy.
Yeah, he did.
And it's still running and never broke anything.
Oh, well, he broke.
He didn't break anything.
No, well,
when he jumped it,
he broke his A-arms and stuff, or tie rods and stuff. He broke that.
Maybe just a tie rod.
I don't know. His wheels were not straight anymore. I don't remember. They broke some stuff on it, but.
I mean, still, that's pretty.
But still, that's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Oil pan's still good.
Yeah. 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 Mhm. Yep.
No, they're doing some cool shit.
They are.
I have noticed though, like we have some ideas that we've discussed in private, and then it's like they make a video on it.
Yeah, every time.
I'm like, son of a bitch, we just were thinking of that.
Yeah, we'll think of something. Of course, we just don't have the means or time to do it at the moment. Money, and then all of a sudden, someone else did it. They beat us to the punch. It's like, dang. Yeah. Yep. Grindhard Plumbing's done that too to me. Like, it was, I thought I was going to be one of the first ones to do like a 4x4 CVT powered Power Wheels. And literally the same exact time I was doing mine, Grindhard Plumbing was making their camper, Barbie camper.
Oh, okay. I say they had a 4-wheel drive one. It was their General.
But it was not CVT.
No, it was KTM manual. They used a road bike engine on that.
Used a road bike engine, and then he used a snowmobile chain case on it.
Oh.
So that's how he got reverse out of it.
Okay.
And then he used that to... Oh, I could be totally wrong. He used a reverse chain case in something. I swear he used it on that build.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either, so... Anyways, it don't matter, but...
Yeah. That was about... So their general build was about the last video I watched of them.
Really?
Yeah, I've watched some here and there, but I kind of lost interest in it. They got to the point where they're just making videos, I guess, like in a way. Like kind of how you felt about Seaboys for a while.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Grindhard.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm getting the urge to watch them again, but I'm at that point where...
For a while, they were making builds that just were taking way too long or just were like...
Subpar.
Not subpar. Not as fun.
And there's another guy I watched a lot of his videos. I liked a lot of his old ones. Was Street Speed 717, and he's out of PA. And I watched a lot of his videos back in the day. And his videos now are just, they're okay. But
Yeah.
he's obviously rolling in the money and just definitely not making the same content he was.
Right. I get that. I mean, you gotta grow as you get bigger and stuff, but some people do lose touch. And
Whistling Diesel.
Whistling
another
Diesel is one of them. Yeah.
I haven't really watched much past when he put the Amish wheels on his
me
Hellcat.
neither. Yeah, same. I don't really watch his videos anymore. He doesn't even hardly. He puts out, which I'm sure his videos are way better quality, but they're just not as fun.
Yeah.
I don't really watch him anymore.
I did watch him take Monster Max out in the ocean. That was kind of cool.
I watched that. That was pretty sweet, but other than that,
Yeah.
don't really watch. So my main Seaboys, Grinding Hard, and my top 2 off-roading content people that I watch and still watch to the day.
Braapaholic, Seaboys, and Honest Outlaw.
And Braapaholics.
Honest Outlaw is a gun review channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then my other channels that I watch are just gaming and tech stuff. So
Yeah.
I also been watching, Side by Side blog. Same.
Oh, yeah, I watch them,
I watch
too.
them quite a bit, but their content's been kind of boring lately.
They've been doing a lot of motor swaps. I like the 2JZ motor swap. The Hellcat swap is cool, but
Yeah,
it's really just one purpose. Where the TJZ, they can at least take to the dunes and do shit with it.
yeah. I mean, they're both just drag racing,
Yeah.
but not ideal for riding.
I did like watching Cletus, too.
I watch him every now and then.
Not all the time, but
A new guy I like to watch is Michael Sabo. Brock watches him too. He does pristine actual quad restorations. Like he goes
okay.
part
Yeah,
by part.
I've seen some of his stuff.
He doesn't post that much, but I like to watch his stuff sometimes.
Someone who Justin recommended I watch is Tom Refurb, and he's a lot like me, just a redneck.
Oh no.
It's just the shit he does.
Just a redneck that
You should watch
fixes
some of
things.
his stuff. Yeah, Tom Refurb Garage.
I've never heard of that.
He's kind of like got the mentality of Whistling Diesel. It's off the wall,
Yeah.
but just cool, like how his videos used to be.
Okay.
Like one he had what was it? Chevy 6.0 he got from his dad. It was a farm truck, and he just ripped it. And he's like, he finally got it back. He called it Ron Burgundy. It's a burgundy Chevy.
Yeah.
And he I don't remember if it was straight piped or what it was, but this neighbor guy that's in the side by side does not like him one bit. Calls the cops on him all the time. So Ron Burgundy straight piped, and he finally got it running, and he took it down the road, no tags, no license, nothing. And the cops the neighbor guy pulls over. I'm gonna call the cops. You're that kid that always ripping up, and then he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and just starts banging through the gears on this old Chevy pickup. It's like probably like an 04 Chevy pickup.
Oh my gosh.
He just starts, he's like just revving this shit out of it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna outrun this guy. I don't know. He just reminds me of me.
That's
in
funny.
a way. But
Yeah.
It's funny. But all the time. He's got a Mustang he calls Noise Complaint. It's loud as fuck.
He's got names like you would name
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Noise complaint.
Like him and his friends, so he had Noise Complaint, and they had all these old like muscle cars. They're not like restored, they're like patinaed and like barely running, but loud as fuck. And they did like a road trip. Like that'd be cool. Like Noise Complaint broke down a couple of times. His other buddies broke down a couple of times, and they get them running like at midnight, and then they get to their motel. And, oh yeah, it's just cool.
Fun.
I like his channel a lot.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Tom Refurb.
Tom Refurb. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about him. I haven't watched him in a minute, but he's got some good shit.
One thing I could bring up just briefly, but last week I get like 4 or 5 notifications from YouTube saying that I potentially have someone copywriting my material.
Oh, They're stealing stuff.
Stealing stuff. So yes, some guy was taking some. They took like 5 of my short videos, and was just straight up re-uploading them to his channel.
Oh, nice.
He was crediting me, which is fine.
All right, then.
Which is all right, but he never asked permission or nothing. He was just straight up ripping my content off. And I asked him to email me and stuff. He never did, so I just gave him a notice that he has to remove his stuff from his channel. Because there's one thing, ripping off content is one thing, but not asking permission or
the copyright underlying in there
just
somewhere.
like he literally was using. He didn't make it his own. He wasn't making a compilation video or nothing. He was literally just uploading it. He did give me credit, but it's like
at the same time, it's not shit.
Some's like, you're doing no work for views. I'm just like, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
So he wasn't getting that many views anyways. But yeah, he's I have to look, but
He's
should be
probably
off.
on like a YouTube hit list.
Well,
I mean, if he's doing it to you, he's probably doing it to other people too.
he is. He's doing it. I looked at his channel. He is doing it to other people. So he's gonna lose his channel if he doesn't take him down. Like, you get 3 copyright strikes on your channel, you're done.
Oh, so it's like Needs for Speed Most Wanted. You get 3 strikes on your car, it's gone.
And if he doesn't manually remove them, his channel is gonna get deleted. So I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. Never had that before.
Hey, we're getting somewhere.
I mean, I must be making some sort of impact on people to steal some of my short videos. They were just shorts, but
so I mean, that
was a lot of work.
Shorts are money though too in this world we live in. I mean look at TikTok.
Yeah, you don't make unless your shorts video has to get millions of views to make a lot of money, but it's a good. The thing with shorts, and I wouldn't have so much of a problem with it, but with shorts, literally shorts, or if you're on your phone especially, it just shows you the video. It doesn't show you like the description, doesn't show you anything. So people that see his video of me riding my Raptor in Silver Lake,
like his channel.
They're just gonna leave a like and move on. They're not gonna see my name being linked in the description. They have to go out of their way to click on it. That's the downside about that.
Yeah.
So
the frustrating
there's that.
part.
That was a little frustrating. I mean, he didn't even ask me to use my videos. He just straight up ripped it off, and that really made me mad. So I don't know. He's YouTube's removing his videos now. So
nice.
So I feel bad, but not really. I mean,
he didn't do anything.
And I even reached out. Before
I
did anything.
shouldn't judge too much because I thank Wikipedia for letting me graduate high school. There's a lot of papers that Wikipedia made for me.
Wikipedia.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Wikipedia is not an actual source.
I actually had a shirt that said "Thanks Wikipedia."
I do remember
and it had a
that.
graduation cap on it.
I do remember that shirt. That's funny. But yeah.
If you had to source something, Wikipedia was not your website. But if you had to make a short paper really quick, Wikipedia was the way to go.
That was a good research. What we learned in college is Wikipedia is a good place to find research, find sources. If you go down the bottom of Wikipedia where everybody got their sources to write this article, you just click on those sources. It's good.
I didn't make it that far.
Yeah.
Copy and paste.
You just got the summary written by other people.
One of the best papers I ever wrote in high school is me and Jake Frenberg.
Yeah.
We totally forgot we were supposed to write a paper for Miss Barber's class.
Oh yeah, senior year.
Yeah, senior year.
Yeah.
And we walk in and she's like, "Yep, finish up your 5-minute journals and then turn in your papers." And we look at each other like
what?
What paper?
What paper?
So it was like a critical analysis. So we hammered out these in 5 minutes. We're supposed to run our journal. We hammered out this paper.
We must have been in the same class because I also had Mrs. Barber senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hammered out this journal paper in 5 minutes and turn it in like, oh, that's gonna be like an 80%, barely passing. So we turned that in on like a Friday, whatever. I still didn't do my journal. Like I got nicked for not doing my journals in that class whatsoever.
Yeah.
The next week we come in, she's like, "All right, I graded those essays over the weekend, and She's like, all the students, these two are selected, and me and Jack are like, yeah, it ain't gonna be us. He's sure as shit. She pulled both of our papers out. If you have any questions on the critical analysis, you should ask these students. We hammered it out in like 5 minutes. It was our whole essay. So people were asking us questions. They're like, yep, here's some bullshit lines that we have no idea what we're fucking talking
I remember,
about.
I don't know if you remember this. Ryan was in we must have been in the same class, but
I think, yeah.
But Ryan was in my senior year English class. Because my senior year was a blow-off year.
Pretty much. Mine too. I had English and, what was my other class? English and, a senior class, which was like a blow-off class with Koenig.
Because we took 4 years, with Koenig.
4 years
of shop class, so that was our math credit.
And then also my senior year, I got offered to go to Career Tech Center.
Oh, I didn't do that.
So my second half of the semester, or whatever, not semester, second half of the school day, I went to Career Tech Center.
Yeah.
So I had English, a blow-off senior class, and wood shop, and then I went to Career Tech Center.
Career Tech Center for small engines or something?
4 hours, yeah. Power sports.
Yeah, power sports. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just funny.
I should have went to power sports.
Well, I wanted to do 4 years of shop, and one of the, I can't remember who it was, came up to me. They're like, well, do you want to do Career Tech Center?
Smith.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I want 4 years of wood shop. He's like, well, we got an opening if you want. I'm like, okay. He's like, I asked him, what am I going to be doing? He's like, I don't know. There's just an opening. Yeah, screw it. I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't want to be here.
I had no idea what I was. I mean, I could have been like a CNA. I could have been in the computer class. I would have known absolutely nothing about. But I guess taking power sports, I'm like, oh, this is cool. You know?
Hell yeah.
My first day in class, on the whiteboard, they have RTFP. And I'm like, it's huge. It's across the whole whiteboard. And I'm like, I wonder what that is. And they have previous students from the year before that graduated in there, and they're like, it's read the fabulous book. Oh. Yeah, no, it's read the fucking book. Oh. If you ask a question and you don't read the book, they're going to be like, read the effing book. RTFB. Never forget that. That was a good learning curve.
That's funny.
So anytime like new students would walk through, like they'd have 8th graders walk through one every now and then.
Yeah.
And we'd put RTFB on the board. And like, what's that? It's like, read the fun book.
That's funny.
But, yeah. Good times. That was hard, though. Like, I did, because Career Tech Center is supposed to be 2 years.
Right.
So I did 2 years in 1 year. I had to do all my junior shit, which was OSHA approving classes on the computer. And then I had to do all the senior shit, too. So I did all of it in 1 year.
That's fun.
Learned a little bit of nothing. Really I did.
Yeah.
But
at least you weren't learning stupid stuff.
What sucked, though, is the teacher, Mr. Mackey, he, the June bug.
It's a stink bug. I have an infestation.
Yeah. Anyways, he's like, oh, I need you to adjust the carburetors on my BMW. I know your dad rides BMW, so I'm going to have you work on my bike. I'm like, I don't really want to work on your bike.
The teacher's bike. I got to work on it.
Yeah, pretty much. So I worked on that the whole year while doing all my other shit. But,
that's funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. But, yeah, going back to English class, I remember Ryan, we had to do, I think it was metaphors or something. And Ryan was coming up with all these quotes from like books and movies. He was totally not correct and everything, but he was coming up like I'm fly like a G6 and stuff like that. I was like, oh my gosh, Ryan!
Wasn't that a simile or whatever?
I don't.
It's called? If you use like or is, isn't it a simile?
Yes, he was supposed to do that. Yeah. No, he was supposed to do metaphors, and he's
doing similes.
Simile or whatever the hell it was. Yes, so. Everybody loved it, but then Mrs. Barber coming up, well, we all love this, but you're complete opposite what you were supposed to do.
So I remember, like, our junior year, Miss Barber was off on fraternity leave.
So we had Mr. Barber.
Yeah, if you got him on the tangent of guns, we never, like, so, like, before class, I always had English, like, first hour, seemed like. So we'd go in and start talking to Miss Barber about guns, like, at, like, 7:50. Yeah. So when class rolled around at 8 o'clock, we were still talking about guns. So we talked about guns for the whole hour. It's like, oh, crap, it's 9 o'clock. I guess have a good day, guys.
Yeah, and then, I mean, I don't know if this was never proven, but I'm pretty sure he was coming into school high a lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot. So yeah, you get him off topic easily. He was high a lot, I think.
Yeah, he was a good substitute.
He was a very good substitute for his wife.
The only other substitute I liked that we had what was it? Was it Miss Reedus, the short little gal?
For health class?
Health class.
Oh, we were in the same class. And then freaking, oh my God, we had Tom Turpin and Arlen and oh my
Ty
gosh.
and Travis.
Yes.
They were both chewing in the back of class.
Yes,
The mini
and
Coke.
they took the 2 bottles from them.
They confiscated. Oh, you're gonna get your Cokes back at the end of the year, and they sat on the desk the
They were
whole
spitting
year.
into these Coke bottles, and of course,
Copenhagen.
yeah, and of course, the spit
In
was
health
the same
class.
color as the Coke. So the teacher thought they were drinking Coke in class, and
she took their
She took their
bottles.
bottles, and it was 2.
The whole year.
It was so nasty, and
I remember sticking pencils in the ceiling.
yeah, we had like 20 pencils in the ceiling.
She'd turn around, we'd stick a pencil in, and she'd, what are you guys doing back there? Nothing
She
at all.
hated our class. We were so bad. Oh my gosh, that class was
We had a
bad.
lot of classes together.
That class was horrible. I felt so bad for that teacher.
I
She
didn't
was
feel-
gone
At
after
the
that
end
year.
of the year, she's like, you boys want your pop back? Nope, you can have it. Drink up. And they walked out.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think she got let off or she left. I don't remember. But after that year, she was
I
gone.
mean, I don't really blame her.
No, I don't either. Man, I was behaving, but the class as a whole behaved bad.
I had a couple pencils in the ceiling.
But I think I did contribute some pencils into the ceiling. Oh, gosh. That was fun.
Yeah, if you needed a pencil in the class, you just had to jump up
Yep.
and grab one.
Yeah, she was only like 4'0", so I don't know how she didn't see this. Maybe she just didn't care, but there was a lot of pencils in the ceiling.
Yes, that was a good class.
Ugh,
I feel sorry for him.
I try not to go back to high school.
A lot of good times.
A lot of good times, but just like, I don't know.
I'm definitely a totally different person than I was in high school.
That's kind of where same. I mean, I was
I was very dweebish.
weeb,
Yeah, dweebish.
dweebish. I mean, I don't know. I think,
So I'll put this in aspects of my other friends, Jake and Ryan. Jake's like, oh, dude, you were like a total bitch in school. But now you're like, you don't give a fuck.
I can see that, and that's kind of how I was.
And
too,
I totally agree with him. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
I was like a bitch in school.
and I was probably a bitch in school too, but I was really, really shy.
I've never had shyness.
I had very.
You're still, don't take this the wrong way, you're still kind of shy.
I am in some ways, but not like I used to be. But
Yeah.
I figured out some of the reasons why I was really shy is because I didn't realize it at the time, but I was dealing with anxiety, and I had no
okay.
idea why I was feeling the way I was. It's because of anxiety.
Right. That has a lot of chemical imbalances.
Yeah,
to it,
I mean,
so.
growing up, I mean, as a teenager, chemicals and shit going on. But no, I'm still shy. I mean, but I'm not like I was. I mean, I'll go and talk to a stranger. I had no problem back then.
I don't know.
I would have rather died than go talk to a stranger. Like.
I don't know. At your bachelor party, you didn't want to go ask for a group picture.
And then there's still some instances. That's not because of shyness. That's just because I just didn't feel like going to talk to some stranger. I just didn't want to. In my mind, I didn't want
coach.
I didn't want to bother them. That's how my mind thinks. I don't want to bother people. And that's my problem. I'm a people pleaser. And but if I take someone out, if I have to ask somebody to take time out of their day, I don't feel like I don't want to bother them. Type of thing.
Right? Yeah. All right.
That's how my mind works.
Yeah. I look at it. I just look at it as being shy. I guess.
No, I wasn't. That was not me. Back in the day, that was me
respectful.
being shy. That was my way of being,
respectful.
in my own way, being respectful. But
Or I
also being
don't give a shit, and I
right,
just go ask people.
but no, like nowadays, like no, I have no problem talking to strangers. Like that doesn't bother me anymore now that I figured some things out with.
And honestly,
but-
so like, like, I'm not afraid to talk to random people, but I'm hesitant to do shit in front of the camera, in a way.
Okay.
Like, you don't have a problem talking to the camera.
But that's just me being used to it.
I got an issue talking to the camera. I don't like how my voice sounds.
You get used to it.
I am getting used to it. But
I was the same way
one of
at
my big
first.
things is, like...
No, I get that. It's the same, and I've made over...
And the camera
500
adds 10
videos.
pounds.
No, I get that. I look at myself. I'm in the camera. I'm like, damn.
Well, I could care less what I look like.
Nah, I don't care either, but no, I get it.
I'm here to give you content.
But no, actually, that's kind of how back in 2017 I talked about this a little bit. But when I was in college, I was highly depressed and anxious, and actually making videos, I don't know why, but making videos made me happy, and that was my way of coping with my depression. No idea why. I would hate to go in front of 1,000 people live and talk to them, but I can do it in front of a camera and then have them watch it. I don't get it, but no, I learned to talk to the camera. It's definitely awkward at first, but now that people know what I'm doing and stuff, it doesn't bother me at all.
I mean, we didn't use much of it, but when I had that 450 Honda, I made like a video in my garage working on it. That was like my coming out of my shell at that point.
It was a learning curve for sure.
Yeah. It took me more longer to build the fucking shelf than what video I made.
It takes
to hold the camera up, to hold my phone up above my head.
Yeah, it takes... No, people don't understand that. But I'll go and build things no other in my garage, but...
Like even
double that time to record it.
Yeah, even the night unloading the RZR, like it took an extra 5 minutes to set up GoPros.
Probably 10 minutes, but yeah.
5-10 minutes just to set up the
I
GoPros.
wanted to get the shots and going, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually that was me taking not even that much time. Like some videos that I really want to make well, I'll take another extra hour out of my time to make talk. I have to talk to the camera, get the shots, get the time lapses set up, and I'm
like people don't realize that in the
and then I got to video edit it, and people, it takes and I'm not
even when we did like our best trail machines video at your parents' house.
Yeah,
like that was a good like hour and a half just driving through the woods.
Just driving through the woods.
Man, I run like a fucking marathon. Like I was out of shape for that shit, but
we would drive. Not joking, 50 feet just to get one shot, and then I'd have to wait for White to catch up to get the other shot.
Yeah, because this cameraman's way out of shape for this. Did not know what he was signing up for.
Yeah, but yeah, then you add that. So then it comes to the editing. Tomorrow, luckily I'm not working. I'm working part-time right now. I'm gonna spend a lot of time with this video that we're gonna do, but yeah, I'm gonna spend 4 to 10 hours or more
just editing.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
So I've considered in the back of my head doing my own YouTube channel, but I'm like, I don't have the patience to edit. I'd be that guy that has a 6-hour video that goes nowhere. It should be like 15-minute video.
You just upload your raw footage.
Yeah.
Like, screw this. Yeah. I'm just uploading the raw footage.
Put some copyright, like AC/DC to the background and send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even finding the right music. I mean, you got places you go to now, but even that takes probably an hour.
It takes time to find the right music, but no.
And you don't want to have too upbeat if you're just trail riding. You want to have something kind of smooth, but
no. I pay for my music that I use. I spend $100 plus a year to get the rights to use some of the sweet music and that other like C-Boys and stuff. We all use the same services.
Okay,
it's $100 a year or more. It's like $120 a year to use as many songs as we want, which is awesome. That's actually pretty cheap.
Yeah,
to use good music and actually support other artists that make the music and stuff. But yeah, it's not free, and it takes time to. Yeah, I'll spend an hour or two just looking for the right music that I want, the type of beat to the video,
the vibe of the video.
Vibe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it takes time.
So I definitely don't have that kind of shit going on in my life to
and plus,
have a YouTube channel.
To learn, like I taught myself. I use Adobe Premiere.
But you're
and I taught
good
myself
with that background.
I taught myself. I'm good. I understand it, and I taught myself how to use it. I use a lot of YouTube videos to learn things, but yeah, I taught myself. If you look back, my videos were shit in the past. Like they were bad.
They were rough.
But I taught myself.
Yeah.
That was a learning curve. I taught myself. They were rough. Yes, they.
Yeah.
That's saying it.
I just remember like even your camera setup. You didn't have a mount. You had duct tape on your visor, like riding.
But I couldn't afford a GoPro, so I bought an off-brand GoPro.
I mean, it worked.
Camera,
it worked.
And I lost the mount for it. It was very jank, so I literally duct taped the camera to my visor. And then I bought a GoPro 4 back in the day. So I was like, hey, Wyatt, you want to put this to your helmet? And then I grabbed the duct tape and duct taped to the Wyatt's helmet.
At one point, my parents, I still have it. I have a Hero 3.
Yeah, I still have my first camera, too, somewhere.
Which we videoed when you invited me kayaking, when Craig dumped his kayak.
Yeah.
We have
You caught it on camera.
We have 480p of that.
480p. It was actually a 1080p 30 frames a second.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
It was rough, but we got video of it.
We got video of it. Yeah.
Good times.
That's funny though. Yeah, I had the GoPro Hero 4 Black, which was good for its time. And then I remember in 2020, I was like, I need a good GoPro because they're so much better now. And I invested. I bought the GoPro Hero 8 Black, which I still use. It's actually right here. I actually broke the screen on it, but I've gotten a lot of use out of this. I've gone through 7 batteries on this thing. Still use it to this day. It goes on Brock's helmet now, but it does amazing. It was a great investment. Made the quality so much better.
And the one they're watching on's a Hero 9.
It's a Hero 9. Yeah, I haven't even bought the new one. The Hero 9, I got a super deal from my friends, or from my brother's friend. He gave me a deal on that. So yeah, I need another GoPro, and that's been great. No, they got the 12 now or something? 13? I don't even know. I'm sure they're just as good. I just don't need to update at this time.
I need to invest in.
I need to invest in some more, but at this moment in my life,
I need to invest in one for the channel.
You need to invest in some other things first.
Oh, like what?
Don't worry about the camera gear. I got that. That's gonna be part of the business someday, I hope. But
I need to invest in my hydroplaning skills.
I need to invest in putting parts into you need to invest in a supercharger for your new machine.
I get right on that.
No, yeah, I need to look up. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
The cheapest supercharger kit I could find was $2,300.
That's probably what I found. You could probably buy some used ones, but no, that's what I was looking up. I was actually, so to backtrack way at the beginning, so the reason I got the Nitro to begin with is because for some reason, it's because I clicked on one Nitro on Marketplace.
That was supercharged. And
it was supercharged. I was like, oh, so Nitros must be supercharged. 3 cylinders. That's awesome. So then I found some more that was really cheap. And then I was like, why? These are supercharged. These are going to be awesome. And then I dug deeper. Just, I wanted to see what was, what kind of engine I was getting into. And then, no, they're 130 horsepower. I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh, some of them are supercharged and some of them aren't. And then they sell kits for them and stuff.
I think in like 2011 or 2012, they started supercharging some models.
Could be.
So you could get a model that was supercharged or one that wasn't.
I'm guessing they were probably mountain sleds. The mountain sleds were probably supercharged, I'm guessing.
Probably why we're not seeing any in Michigan.
That's probably why I only saw a handful, or just that one. And but anyways, 130 horsepower. I'm still very happy with this, and this engine's gonna have so many parts for it. That's the great thing about Yamaha.
I'm excited to see the power band difference, cause so I haven't had the pleasure of talking to Brock while he's 3 sheets to win and driving his RZR like all his friends have, but I'm excited to see the power delivery difference between the two because they're very similar horsepower right now. Yeah,
Brock's souped up XP1K. Probably going to be very similar to the horsepower of Wyatt's.
Yeah.
3-cylinder Genesis engine. So
I'm just curious, though, because snowmobiles seem to wrap out farther than side-by-sides.
Yeah, well, I'm really curious to see what the stock tuning of this... So, we didn't talk about it, but we're using the primary clutch of the snowmobile.
To the secondary clutch
and then the secondary of the RZR. So, the clutching's going to be way out of whack, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen.
Engagement at 3,500.
It's going to engage at a higher RPM, I think, and Yeah, so we'll probably have to definitely put some weights on that eventually.
You know what would be cool to do? Just for shits and giggles at this point. Enter in a side-by-side race for an NA.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Oh, here we got a Polaris RZR. Wait a minute, what is that thing?
It's not turbo. It says turbo.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Go to a mud bog or something.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this next project for the channel, and I'm really excited for your new toy.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be really happy with this one.
I think so.
As long as we get it, I'm not making this jank. We're gonna do it right.
We're gonna do it good.
I'm gonna look up prices for. I'm gonna see if I can find any cheap tube benders, and then a tube notcher, and then we'll have to order some tubing. We don't need much tubing, but we're gonna need some tubing to make some frame mounts. I want to do it right, so.
Sounds good.
That's what we're gonna do. Yep. So a lot of thinking, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot of mocking up. I'm gonna try to, as best as I can, get the engine mounted where I think it's gonna be good enough, and then we'll start. We'll start making tubes as we go. I'm gonna do it the grind hard plumbing style. We're literally gonna make the tubes mounted to the engine. As it sits mounted, like with blocks and stuff, and then we can remove it afterwards, and then so we'll just
kind of like tack weld it in spot.
Yeah, exactly. We'll tack weld it. It's gonna be the easiest thing to do. If we have a tube bender, it's gonna look so good. I don't need a fancy one. If we can get a manual tube bender, I think that's the way to go. But I have to look that up. So I'll let you know what we need to do for that. But I've already sold some nitro parts, so I have some cash in hand if we need to go that route, which I've always wanted a notcher and tube bender and stuff. But
perfect.
I'm also saving up for a Banshee, so trying to
catch 22.
Catch 22, yeah. About to figure it out.
I know a guy that's selling one, so
just keep me in the loop. I'm actually very serious about it. So
maybe I'll see if he's up at his desk tomorrow. I'll go talk to him.
All right, sweet.
If I have time. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow at work yet, but
yeah.
Tomorrow's my Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Should be an easy 8 hours. But,
sweet. Well.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next.
Yeah, because we're going to call it quits here. So, yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for listening. And, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe.
Got a lot of exciting things
happening. Just we need your guys' support, and you guys have been killing it lately, so we really, really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much, and
we'll catch you in the next one.
We will. See you guys.